Prince Harry's upcoming visit to Canada for the 2025 Invictus Games has been overshadowed by a controversy surrounding his accommodation requests. The incident highlights a perceived disconnect between Harry's public image and his private demands, fueling criticism and raising questions about his commitment to the values he espouses. Please subscribe and turn on the notification bell to get latest updates from us. Reports indicate that Harry requested five-star hotel accommodations, fully funded by the Canadian government, for himself and his entourage during the Invictus Games. While such requests might have been routine during his time as a senior working royal, his current status as a private citizen has significantly altered the context. Canadian authorities, unwilling to bear the expense of luxurious lodging for a private individual, firmly rejected his request. This decision has sparked considerable debate. Critics highlight the stark contrast between Harry's actions and his carefully cultivated public persona. He has consistently presented himself as a modern, down-to-earth figure, striving to distance himself from the opulence and privilege associated with royal life. However, this request for lavish, taxpayer-funded accommodations appears to contradict this self-portrayal, raising questions about the authenticity of his claimed commitment to humility and simplicity. The Canadian public, in particular, has expressed strong reservations about subsidizing Harry's extravagant lifestyle. The memory of the 2020 controversy surrounding the Sussex's relocation to Vancouver Island and the associated security costs remains fresh in the minds of many Canadians. This incident has reinforced a prevailing sentiment that Canadians are unwilling to continue footing the bill for the Sussex's royal treatment, especially given their diminished roles within the monarchy. The timing of this controversy is particularly unfortunate for the Invictus Games. The event, created to honor and support injured and ill servicemen and women, has always prioritized the competitors and their inspiring stories. The focus on Harry's accommodation demands threatens to shift attention away from the athletes and their achievements, potentially undermining the core mission of the Games. Organizers are likely concerned that Harry's personal drama could overshadow the event's intended purpose, potentially diminishing its impact and message. For Prince Harry, this incident represents another blow to his credibility. He has faced increasing criticism in recent years, particularly following the publication of his memoir and the release of his Netflix series. Both projects have been criticized for portraying him as out of touch with the realities of ordinary people, reinforcing a perception of privilege and detachment from the concerns of the general public. The accommodation request further fuels this narrative, suggesting a disconnect between his words and actions. The controversy surrounding Harry's accommodation request underscores the challenges he faces in balancing his desire for privacy and independence with his public image and the expectations that come with his former royal status. The incident serves as a reminder of the complexities of navigating a life outside the royal family and the potential pitfalls of maintaining a carefully crafted public persona while simultaneously pursuing a life of luxury and privilege. The Canadian government's rejection of his request highlights the limitations of his previous royal privileges and the need to adapt to a new reality where such entitlements are no longer automatically granted. The long-term impact of this controversy on Harry's public image and the Invictus Games remains to be seen, but it undoubtedly represents a significant setback for both.